Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. 'Tis I, Captain of Steves, and today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I want to give you some of my top tips for ship building inside the new Voyagers update inside of No Man's Sky. So let's jump on over into game. Now, my first tip really for everybody is you can just upgrade your class of your starship by coming over to this terminal right here and just go into upgrades. Upgrade a starship. Now you are going to need a lot of nanites or a lot of units, whichever way you want to go. But to upgrade your class, you're going to need nanites. To upgrade your storage, you're going to need units. And yeah, I'm already fully upgraded and I've fully kitted out all the different storage slots inside of the ship. What you can't do right now is upgrade individual parts inside of your ship. So people have been saying, how do I make this S-class, Steve? This C-class, Titan-class cockpit? I honestly don't know. I thought that, you know, when you trade in modules over here with the actual module exchange, I thought maybe you might be able to get an A-class or S-class one there. I haven't been able to get one that way. So this is the actual build console. I'll show you where I mean. So if you go here to purchase modules and then go to trade for advanced modules, say if I wanted this cockpit here, when I hover over it, it doesn't tell you the class. It doesn't tell you whether you're going to be getting an A class or a C class or anything like that. So it's a little bit of an odd one. So I think you're just going to end up just getting a C class one anyway. So there's no real point in using it. Now you can go around planets, you can dig up all the stuff that you need to make a ship, which is going to take you eons, but it's going to be quite rewarding once you've got all those parts. But what I tend to do is I put it into creative mode and I build my ships. I build most of my bases in creative mode, people. I build my bases. If I want to redesign my freighter base, I use creative mode, and then when you're done you can put it back into whichever game mode you prefer. But that gives you all the parts right out the back. Okay, people, now if you're wanting to make a new ship, now you're going to have to go through the whole S-class in it, putting in all the storage, finding all the modules, getting it all tickety-boo. You could do that, or you can take one of your S-class ones that you've already made and just start deleting all the stuff out. You can delete the ship. I mean, you've got to be a little bit careful because some of these things are actually added to your technology slots, haven't they, for your ship? So you kind of have to try and use a similar sort of balance of parts if you're doing it this way. Right, so my favourite sort of landing gear to use are probably the jets, to be honest. I'm not so keen on these mechanical ones. I quite like the hover in place type jets. I'm just going to stick one in the middle and I'm going to start building. Now, something that you need to be aware of, people, is you don't need to connect every single piece together. So you can just have things hovering mid-air as long as you've used all the bits that it tells you that you're going to need. You see this big red list up here. As long as you've got all that in there somewhere, it kind of works. So you can kind of get away with a fair bit. You need to be very careful with some of the parts that you place down. Some parts cannot be deleted or picked up without having to delete pretty much your whole freaking ship. So there's parts that I steer clear of. There's also parts that have got invisible blocking volumes. One of the parts that I know has problems with picking up after you put it down is the rounded class reactor. It's got a very weird hitbox. You can do it, but it's very tricky. And there's also this aerial that's got an invisible blocking volume underneath it. If you put it anywhere on top of your ship, you're not going to be able to walk past it underneath your ship. So I wouldn't use those. They're the two parts that I would steer clear of right now, people, because they're a bit janky. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, I'm going to get building on my ship, and if I come across any decent tips, I'll let you know as I'm going. Okay, John, so say if I wanted my cockpit to be a lot higher up than normal, well, what I would do is I would just sort of use something as scaffolding to get up to where I want it to be. So say if I want it to, this height is where I want my cockpit to be, and I kind of want it to be around about there, well, on the end of there. That's how I would do it. And then you can just go in and delete what you used as scaffolding. Just use it as placeholders. Now I always use a short runway here anyway, just to have things connected together. It's like if I do want to get up there, I'm probably going to have to put in a staircase, and I can connect the staircase into here. So what I might want to do is I might want to put the Titan class sort of like back bit down there. Now you see this down, I don't really need that anymore. Rather than delete it though, you can press R2 and that gives you the functionality to move it. I don't really want to move it at the moment because, of course, I need to build a little bit lower than this right now, and I need to disguise a lot of the things that I have here already. Righto, so next off, I mean, we do need a downstairs inside of here, so let's get the Thunderbird cab. Now, if I was to put that underneath, you can see there that it's going to clip a bit with my upper mezzanine. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of need it there, but I kind of want that to still be up there. Yeah, interesting one. Well, let's see if I can do something about that. So I'm just going to delete that off. And what I'm probably going to do is just add another Titan walkway on there, and then put my droppy type bit on the back there. Yeah, because I do want hab space. I do want to have a few interesting consoles inside of here. Now, when you do put things on the side of a hab, it makes it so they don't actually function that well. So you know what I might do is put another Thunderbird one up here. I know this is looking very blocky right now. And you know what? Do I really need a downstairs if I've got an upstairs anyway? Probably not, come to think of it. So we've just got a singular hab at the moment floating up here. Now let's start decorating this thing out. Let's make it look a little bit tasty. But like I said before, if you do bolt things onto the side, you can't always put in functional areas. So maybe I need to just give it a little bit of space. So as a spacer, I'm just going to put one of those in, a little corridor. I don't think I'm going to be able to get inside of that corridor. It might put in doors, but I can always put hab pieces over the top of doors, so you won't actually be able to get in those. Right, now to start putting on some of the engines and start making this ship look a little bit more interesting, I think, people. So where's the engines? Engines. I will find them. I'll reconvene in a bit. Okay, chums, well, reconvene. I've actually managed to glitch a gun in to a shield generator, and I've put some other guns underneath this truss. And now I just need to install a generator. And I'm thinking about going for this sort of generator and putting it on the top here. Kaboom. And then hopefully I might be able to put my missiles inside it. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? There you go. Lovely jubbly. Actually, no, that looks terrible. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back in. And let's just start decorating the ship out a little bit. Let's add some stuff on it. I mean, I'm not good at this, chums. I am hoping to get better at this as time goes on. I mean, I am a pretty slow learner, even though, you know, I'll make these videos and all that sort of shenanigans. Now I want to flip that up the other way. So there we go. Square on PlayStation. Why is that not going underneath though, where I want it? I want it right there. Why is that not snapping in place? That should snap onto the bottom of this. It snaps there, but it's not snapping there. Okay, well, let's see if I can force it to snap there. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? So if I get a little Titan walkway and stick that back there, then go back into here and go into there, and then choose that little, well, something like that I liked, and then flip it up. That is so weird how you can't just do it anyway, you know? Okay. Now I can delete that. Now hopefully I can put something on the back end of that. Is that a Vesper diffuser? Is that going to let me... It's a little bit long. You know, it's going to interrupt my landing thing there. So I need something a bit shorter than that. Okay, that'll probably do the trick. Bam. And I had it then. There. Kind of works. It's looking a little bit janky, I have to say. It almost looks like two ships sandwiched on top of each other. I'm not sure I like this dual engine anymore. I'm starting to go off of the look of my ship. I think it looks a little bit crazy. But you know what? It's just like a little mini demo, isn't it? And showing what you can do. This is probably not what I want to keep. So I'll stick that. I don't know whether I need to stick anything else on top of there. It's just going to look terrible, isn't it? Is there anything, just something flush that I can put on there? Okay, well, that's not quite cricket, is it? Oh, these are wings. I just want a nose cone more than anything. Doomed casing, that'll do. There you are. Yeah, it just sort of tops it off a bit, doesn't it? I don't want it to look too similar all round, do I? So what I might do is I could put some nice windows on there, couldn't I? Where are the nice windows? Windows, windows, where are you, windows? La 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 la. Dang it. There they are. I'm going to stick those on there. Like so. And I think that kind of completes this ugly ship. What I need to do though, which I deleted, was just put on the landing gear. And you know, I'm probably not going to keep this ship. I just want to see whether it keeps its S-class and see what happens to the technology more so than anything. But yeah, it's not actually letting me put this landing gear anywhere now, is it? Alright. La la la. Okay, let's put that there then. Come on. Let me stick that. Oh, you are a git of a game. Alright. I don't know why it's not letting me put that there. Okay, now can I put the cowling back in that I had there originally? You know what, let's just put a freaking box in. I just want to see if I can take the dang thing off, to be fair. Right, here we go. Yeah, apply edits. Right, let's have a look at my technology. And look at that, it's got holes all over the freaking shop. Right, let's expand the tech. So yeah, it looks like I've got a little bit of work to do when it comes to putting back in bits of missing technology, but it gives you a rough idea on how things should work. I mean, if I plonk that there, that's fixed that, basically, hasn't it? This landing gear should be over with the other landing gear. That should be over here somewhere. Oh, and actually, that landing gear is okay there. Let me see if I can move. Oh, no, I don't need to move the action jets. Can I move this now? No. There's some technology you still can't move. It's still a little bit broken. I am waiting for a few more updates before I really start getting into the shipbuilding malarkey anyway. Because at the moment, it does seem a little bit broken, But anyway, I'm going to go fly out this Frankenstein of a ship. There we go. Oh, look, there's a blocking volume right here. Something else has got a hidden blocking volume on it, people. And I can't actually go any further than that inside of my ship. So what is up there that could be causing that? It's probably these two glitched in items that I've done together, isn't it? So there you go, lesson learned. If you think again, oh god, I went and stepped on the bloody teleporter. This is going terribly. But yeah, I think until there's a few fixes in and some of these weird clipping issues and stuff like that get sort of rectified, it's a little bit trial and error-y. And what you can and can't do, and what you can and can't get away with. My biggest tip with you: go into creative mode and play. See what parts work, see what parts don't, and make a mental note of them, I guess. Well, chums, I think I've built a monster of a ship now. I mean, look at this thing. This looks freaking epic, or at least I think it does. It's got shed loads of engines, shed loads of landing gear, and shed loads of armour. Right, let's apply the edits to this one. Let's see how this looks inside of my old technology slots now. Well, it's completely jam-packed. Yeah, I can't move stuff around. It's that jam-packed. Okay, well, it's still an S-class, and look at it. It's through the frickin' nines. Heck yeah. Well, let's head on in, and let's have a quick look-see. Oh, for fudge. Is there a door? Can I... Okay. Well, I think I need to put a ladder to get upstairs anyway. Can I go through here? I kind of can, kind of can't. I've got to do all the interior yet. But let's see if I can fix the upstairs firstly. Right, so we need a stairwell. There we go. Let's run round. Let's go upstairs. And let's see if we can at least get to the cockpit. Oh, we can! You know what? I think I might want to put the stairs around the other way, though. Yeah, delete them. Right. Now that I'm up here, I should be able to place the stairs in a better position. Yeah, I want them facing that. No, I want them facing the other way, really, don't I? I think that's the only way I can put them. Alright, okay. Well, there we are. Here we go. let's take on off. I'll do all the interior in a bit, chance. But there you go. Freaking awesome. There's Captain's 07 crew, or Crew 07. Let's have a little look-see at this ship, shall we? Now, I think that's a thing of beauty. I mean, it's a bit of a brick. I mean, come on. But it's a... Oh, no, look. One of the engines is too far forwards. Slightly off kilter. Needs to be just back a little bit. I'm going to have to fly back in and fix that schoolboy error. But other than that, I think everything else looks fairly tidy. And let's have a look at this from the back with all the engines. Jeez Louise! That's a pretty cool ship. At least I think it is. Okay, I'll go fix a wing and then we'll call it down to a planet and see what it looks like as it lands. Okay, chums, I've fixed those little problems and snags, and I've also been installing stuff. So I've got like a little neutron refiner. I've got an actual refiner there. I've got emissions radar over here. And then through here, well, through this door over here, I've got some crew quarters. So there's a couple of beds there, a little place to look out the window here, and I've got some more stuff downstairs. I'll show you downstairs. It's the same over the other side, more bunk beds. And down here, I've got a couple of plants growing, and then on the opposite side, I've got some medi bays. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the guided tour of the interior of my shippity ship. Okay, chums, well, let's head on off. Let's head on out. So, I think I like this ship more than the ship that I started the actual episode off with. So, I'm fairly happy with it. I mean, I could improve the colorization, but I think this is pretty darn... This is a nice ship to show off on Friday to my mates, anyway. I mean, hopefully I'll build one each week and just keep getting better and better. But I think I quite like this one. It's a behemoth, isn't it? It's pretty darn chunky, this. Anyway, let's go down to a planet and let's call it in and get it to land and see how it looks. Can I go into the other person mode inside of this? Can we fly it from behind? Oh, sweet. Yes, we can. Well, look, all the engines don't light up. Maybe it does when I pulse. Let's head down to this planet. No. Only some of the engines light up and some of them don't. I guess there's only a certain amount of power in the world. Okay, chums, let's get down to a little bit of a flat plateau over here. And let's call in my ship and see how it looks as it lands, shall we? Let's do it right here. I've already got the community tier 3. That happened like days ago. Right, here we go. Let's call it in then. I don't think it's updated the image. That's like my old ship. There, look at the landing thrusters. Sweet. Let's see if the landing gear comes down like all the legs. There's all the legs. Sweet. I mean, there's so much gunge flying out this planet, you couldn't really see it all in its glory, could you? But I think that's actually pretty darn sweet. I'm actually quite happy with that ship for now. For now, I say. I mean, all I've got to do is turn on Twitter and see what everybody else is making and go, oh my god, I need to make another ship. It's kind of that, isn't it? How many of you have done that so far? Anyway, let's get inside my ship and let's blast on off. So there we go, people. I think I'm going to go back into my first person view, but awesome. Really, really am enjoying this update. Has to be said. It's so cool. Looks like I'm actually sitting in the cockpit in this view, doesn't it? Anyway, people, thank you very much for watching out there, and hopefully you picked up a few little mini tips in this video. Look at this cloud layer. Isn't that freaking great? I mean, this is a toxic planet at that. I am on a hunt for a nice salvaged, like, planet that also looks Halloween inspired inside of my 905. Probably continue doing that this week, maybe Tuesday live. Monday, today, I'm going to be playing Helldivers 2. It's Monday. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.